Hey Zach, it's so great to see you again.
Nice to see you too. How have you been?
Pretty good, but pretty busy over here. How about you?
Same thing over here. It's been pretty hectic, but we've been getting through it.
That's good. How was the Chili Peppers concert?
It was really fun, actually. It was my first one I went to, so I didn't really know what to expect, but it was a good time. I think I'll definitely go to another one.
Yeah, they're amazing live. I went to one 2 summers ago and they sound exactly like they do, like on the radio.
Yeah, I totally agree.
hmm All right, so I, if you don't mind, want to follow up on our last meeting and try to see if we can work out a plan for the future if you choose to make a purchase with my company.
For sure.
Okay, so I remember you said your goal for the next calendar year was to improve communications amongst your team.
Right.
In the time since our last meeting, so like the last 2 weeks, has this remained the same? And have you seen any challenges that my product could possibly help you with?
So yeah, I think we're definitely still interested in implementing that sort of product to us. The only reason we were kind of hesitant is because we already have a supplier with DeWalt,
Mm-hmm.
and they supply all of our walkie-talkies right now, and they have been very consistent. But we're more looking for an upgrade in the system, so that's kind of why we were looking. But yeah, we were just kind of hesitant to switch suppliers just because of how much we've already gotten comfortable with DeWalt.
Right. I mean, that's a big transition. I know that you guys have been using DeWalt for as long as you've been there, if not much, much longer, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking about your current relationship with DeWalt, how would you say they are in terms of reliability with their technology and their communication among you and the higher ups at your team?
I'd say it's pretty good. They, if we need new products, like if one breaks or doesn't work anymore, they send it over. Um, they communicate pretty well with us. Me personally, I don't communicate with them at my level, but I've heard and I've talked to different people about it, and they say it's pretty consistent and it's not terrible. I never really had a problem with them.
Okay, well that's good. I think that's really key in initiating a relationship with a new supplier is having that constant communication.
Mhm.
Um, and I know especially transitioning and finding a new supplier in like a cutthroat, business world is really difficult. If we here at Earphone Connections and me personally could offer you 24/7 technical support and customer service, and then I'm always available through email or Zoom, would that be something that would motivate your purchasing decision today?
I think for sure it would because, I mean, with DeWalt, it's more of I wouldn't say it's like a 24-hour kind of service. So if we need something, it's more of like we send an email over and then they get back to us. But if
Mhm.
there was like a phone number that we would be able to contact about something, if we had any issues or just questions, that would be perfect, I think, for our company.
Okay, yeah. We obviously I'm available for email, like similar to DeWalt, wouldn't be
Mhm.
an immediate response, but we do offer a customer service or technical support number. It's third party, but they are available 24/7. And that's, always available to you, or even like somebody below you, like one of your employees can call and we can talk them through any trivial issues that you guys may experience. Um, we also discussed that you're in a dead period right now in our last meeting, like in between your Christmas peak and your summer peak. Is
Yeah.
this still a good time for you to sort of transition these technologies? Right now we have like, when would you say your summer peak starts? Like around May or June?
Yeah, I would say like right now is kind of like the dead period for us.
hmm
As we approach summer, it's kind of like a second peak, but like it's not like an official peak, but it's where stuff starts to jump up and we get more volume.
Right.
But yeah, I think for sure from now until then, that would be more of a dead period, and I think it'd be perfect to implement. this kind of device. That way we have plenty of time to learn and be ready for when that season comes around.
Okay, that's awesome. Because I'm not sure the exact number of employees that we would have to implement this earpiece and radio device to. So I didn't know if a couple months was too long or too short of a period for us to implement that. But if now's a perfect time, then that's great. Because we can get the trial period that we discussed in our last meeting started almost immediately.
Okay.
And then that said, so we did discuss the trial period in the last meeting. That's something that we offer. We could give you a small amount of units and you guys can try it for a little while. The duration of the trial is really kind of up to you. Typically, we do a couple weeks to a month or two.
Mhm.
Um, and like I said, the trial is at very minimal cost. It would just kind of be like a little kind of like down payment.
Mhm.
And then if you chose not to go with us after the trial period, we would just refund you and take the devices back.
Okay.
But for that, we do offer a trainer to come out to your location and he or she would walk you through and your employees like the use of the device, charging it, setting it up, connecting it. We offer like 16 different channels on the device, so like switching through those and setting those up, we could walk you through that, and that's free of charge that we provide for you.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that sounds good.
So, do you think that that would motivate your decision if we were able to do that for you?
I think for sure it would because that would also save a lot of management time as well because there are a lot of responsibilities that we have as it is. And I think if you guys are able to teach them and implement it almost for us, that would help out a lot and save us a bunch of time.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's kind of our goal was to like take that weight off your shoulders because
Yeah.
I mean, I know with all the departments you oversee, you have a lot on your back as it is. Um, so that's like all the follow-up questions I have for right now. But I do have a presentation prepared. If you have an extra couple minutes, I'd like to walk you through it. It's kind of like a just like a little brochure type deal that walks you through what the actual product itself offers you.
But yeah, for sure.
Okay, awesome. Let me share that with you. Okay, just let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so this is the device right here on the side.
Hmm.
Um, as you can see, it has two microphone buttons, the push to talk. This one right here is on the actual device itself, and that can clip onto your shirt collar or your vest or jacket or pants, wherever you want to put it. Um, but then there's also one right here on the earpiece. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
But
Or not the earpiece, but the microphone itself, which also can clip to wherever you need to put it for accessibility.
okay.
Um,
So one, I know a concern that we had with this device was um, that it has a wire on it,
mhm,
and one of the things at UPS is like, I mean, we're handling the packages and there's a bunch of moving belts and stuff.
mhm.
We were just concerned that maybe that wire could get caught in the belts or be clipped by the packages when they're unloading or loading.
Okay, yeah, that definitely is a strong concern. Um, I will say the wire itself is fairly short. It's basically the length of like an average torso, so it can hide under a shirt or
Mhm.
vest or jacket or whatever, and it kind of like can loop up through the collar and you can hook it right here.
Okay.
So for the most part, it it really does depend on the person wearing it, because if they are
Mhm.
careless about it, the wire could definitely get caught in something.
Right.
Um, but it is very sleek and slim, and it's easy to tuck under something. And if you clip it properly, there's really not that much movement.
Hmm.
And again, it's like super lightweight, especially compared to the traditional radios, the walkies. Those are pretty
Hmm.
clunky and bulky.
For
These
sure,
are
yeah.
super lightweight and they just kind of sit there and you kind of forget they're there half the time.
Right.
Which could be a problem if they forget that they're there and they don't talk to you. But yeah, so what do you guys do typically to prevent like articles of clothing or hair or jewelry from getting caught in the belts?
We have we honestly have a few rules for
Hmm.
that kind of thing. You're not
Okay.
supposed to have like your hair down or anything when you're loading or unloading,
Hmm.
just to prevent things from that happening. Um, you obviously have to dress appropriately, avoid hanging clothes or jewelry that could get caught. But yeah, safety is a very big concern at UPS, so
Hmm.
we always try and make sure that everybody is following these rules. So I think if people are being careless with your product, we would be able to take catch on to that and take care of that issue and make sure that they're wearing it properly.
Okay, yeah. I completely understand that. Like even at our plants where we manufacture this product, obviously that's a concern for us as well, is because we have all these pieces moving and I mean safety is a concern everywhere. So like I'm very confident that if the wearers, your employees or you or whoever on your team was wearing this properly, it wouldn't be an issue in terms of
Mhm.
safety. But that is always a concern if they're careless about it.
For sure.
But yeah, other than that, right here, this little box down here kind of shows everything that comes in it. So
Hmm.
each unit has two radios, two earpieces, charging cables, one wall charger, and a user manual. And each unit is $100 even. However, I know you're not buying only one. So if you buy in bulk, we do offer discounts for that, especially for a large company like UPS.
Hmm.
And down here, it says each unit comes with one wall charger, but we also offer if you are buying a large quantity, like one single like panel where you can just plug them in and charge them, sort of like how the
Hmm.
walkies work. Um, so that is very easy, very simple, and like our trainer would explain all that to you in the
Gotcha.
presentation. Um, we do, like I said, have a buyer guarantee. We can replace defective devices. We also offer, aside from our technical support, we can have somebody send somebody out from technical support and like fix any minor issue you guys might have.
Hmm.
Um, and then right here we kind of have our specs. So we do offer a large radius um, of connectivity. So you can have your drivers wear them when they're out on route. They charge in 2 hours and they give you an 8 hour battery life. There's 16 different channels, so you could have different people on each channel depending on how many departments you have. Like there's a lot of variability in how you can use our product. And I can also share this presentation with you. You can share with your team members, your
Okay.
managers. I can send that in our follow-up email.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you'll definitely have this available to you. And then I also have linked our website right here if you want to check out anything else, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the presentation. I'm gonna stop sharing it. Just bear with me here. I actually have no idea how to stop sharing it.
It's all
Okay,
right. You can just leave it up.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep it up. Um, so yeah, like I said, hopefully I've kind of outlined all of our benefits.
Hmm.
Hopefully we can fit some of your needs. With that being said, would you be willing to start the trial period today?
I think so. Yeah, for sure. I think after this we can uh communicate, and I think next week would probably be a good
Mhm.
starting time for us. Just so we can figure some things out, and then yeah, we would definitely be interested.
Okay, that's great. Like I said, I'll send you a follow-up email with this presentation and more information on how we actually start the trial period and all that. Um, but that's super awesome. I'm really excited to do business with you, and I will keep you posted.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for meeting with me. Have a great day.
You too.